Hello, my name is Matthew Walsk. Moshe is my Hebrew name. No relationship to the Moshe Rabbeinu in the Bible, not that I know of. Today I'm going to be speaking about something that most people probably have sorry to rub my nose, some kind of, some can relate to, let's just say they can relate to in a very real way. I'm coming to talk about the idea of being real. Now, I'm not claiming to be an expert in being real by any. This lecture is to myself just as much as it is to you. I'm just sharing information that I've become aware of through observation, through my learning of the Torah, the Bible, the Jewish Bible, and what Judaism, in my opinion, and probably other rabbis who are much greater than me. I would assume that there are other rabbis who would be in agreement with a lot of the things I have to say today, but I'm not claiming that this is Torah from Mount Sinai. I'm not making any claims. I'm just sharing with you my own beliefs, my own observations about what it is to be a Torah observant, a religious Jew, what it should be. So I'll start up by saying that we say every day in the morning and the evening prayer service the reading of the Shema, the Kriyat Shema. At the end of it, the last words of the Shema are the third paragraph, Ani Hashem Elokeichem, I am Hashem, your God. The paragraph after the Shema starts Emet, which means true. So we then, after the repeating of the Shema, Hear, O Israel, the Chazan, the one reading it at the front of the room, will repeat the three words, Ani Hashem Elokeichem Emet. Hashem Elokeichem Emet, meaning I, your God, I Hashem, your God, which is God's name, Hashem, is true. Now, when I think of true, I don't know about you, I think of math equations, I think of science class theories. I don't think of religion. Now, while our belief is, and my belief that this is all true, what we're doing and what we're learning in the Torah, what we're saying in the prayers, it's true. For me, a better translation would be Hashem, your God, is real. Real. True, meaning real. Anything that's true, I think we can all be in agreement, is also real. If you say that the sun, it's true that the sun is yellow, you could also say it's a real phenomenon that the sun is yellow or appears yellow. That's real. It's a real thing. The grass is green. It's true. The grass is green. It's real green grass. And I think you can say that by a lot of things in life. So my point being that all of us, including myself, in life, have come in contact with things that are not true, that are false. For example, I get probably 5 times a day scam phone calls. Now, I don't know about you, but I find this to be one of the most frustrating things in life. Con artists, people who mislead, misrepresent. The Torah, as I understand, is completely the opposite of that. It's complete opposite. To be a Torah observant Jew properly, a person has to be as authentic as possible. Now, some people have this idea that religion is fake, that it's about people pretending, being very pious. This is, from what I understand, from what I've learned, is not what it is at all what it's supposed to be about. What I've learned, books called like Mesilas Yesharim, other Musar, other books about character development, they repeatedly criticize the what are called the hypocrites, the people who say one thing and they do another, the phonies. So you see in our tradition that phonies are not respected or welcome. Jews, secular or religious, I think most people, even non-Jews, can attest to that, are real people. They're real. They don't like lies. They don't like scams. This is something in our DNA. This is something that comes back all the way to Mount Sinai, and why I believe and other people believe that God gave the Torah to the Jewish people, because we're real. We're not suckers. We don't fall for gimmicks. We're questioning. This is the type of people God wanted to give his real Torah and have a real relationship. Now, that doesn't mean that God doesn't want a relationship with the rest of the world. That's not what it means. It means that God made a special covenant with the Jewish people to transmit his Torah and for them to be a nation of priests, so to speak, to relay this message to the rest of the world, to bring the entire world in the time of the Mashiach, the Messiah, that the entire world, not just the Jewish people, will serve God with one, so to speak, shoulder altogether. But going back to my original statement, the Torah is really about becoming as real a Jew as a person can be. And that is, from what I've witnessed, Jews who become religious, the ones that most impress me, and I think a lot of other people, are the ones who are most real with it. When they became religious, they didn't become some other person. Not only did they not become some other person, they became more of who they are. The Torah, the learning, the prayer, it brought out more of their essence, of more who they really are as Jews. And this is the proper, in my opinion, the proper way to approach learning and observing the Torah. And I think you will find, if you're not religious, if you're Jewish and you're thinking about it, I think if you'll find, if you find the right rabbi, that you will see that what I'm saying is true, that the more you come in contact with learning the Torah, the more you will be impressed by how real it is, and how the ideas are ideas that you'll see come from inside yourself. You're hearing them. You're hearing a rabbi say them, but the ideas resonate from within inside as if they were already there before he said them. So maybe I'll do some future lectures. This is just my first lecture, introducing this idea of Torah, of realness, that the commandments that God gave in the Torah are all instruments for a Jew becoming as real as he can in life with others, and particularly with God, who is the source of realness. Hashem Elokeichem Emet, Hashem your God is real, and only he is real. And anyone who approaches and establishes a real relationship with God, according to how real his relationship with God, will become more and more real, and his life will become more and more real. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.